The play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
56 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line. They
run. Chubb. And he'll only get a The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run with Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball carrier
has already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. That one, a first down pickup of 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a first and 10 yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watson on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Green. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Back to throw, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. The carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 17-yard line. A big-time third-down play for the Ravens. 48 yards.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts
26 yards.
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Chubb shedding the tackle. They
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Watson. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Chubb running right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
Jackson.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Jarvis Landry.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And now again, the Browns, they line up for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 33. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. The last drop, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Browns 38. Ravens.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they started the 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
26.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins escapes the defender and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The Browns once again setting up to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Anderson Aho. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Steps away to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
At the 42-yard line.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for two more. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The score, Browns 58, Ravens 32.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25.
That's good.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, 71 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
The Ravens will line.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. You know, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like,
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Ravens have got it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A gain of 32 that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Following the penalty, Chubb finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Browns.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Nick Chubb.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
it's Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Cleveland, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to